YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review. And for today's review, I hope that you have your insulin nearby because you will need it. Today I am reviewing the most heart-melting anime of the past summer season, being Amaama to Inazuma, or Sweetness and Lightning. And boy was there sweetness in this anime. Time to get diabetes. The story of Sweetness and Lightning focuses on Kohei Inuzuka, a high school teacher, and his young daughter Tsumugi. It has only been a few months since the mother of the family passed away, and since then Kohei has been doing his extreme best to take care of Tsumugi by himself. And he does that pretty well. Only when it comes to cooking, Kohei would love to cook nutritious and tasteful meals for his daughter, but the problem is that he can't cook. That is until one day he stumbles into the restaurant of one of his students named Kotori Iida. From then on, the three of them start to cook together to fill the holes in their own lives. My first and by far most important positive point is that this anime gave me diabetes. This anime was so freaking cute. I had that Usagi drop feeling all over again. Tsumugi was so adorable, and the way how she acted and reacted was so real for a girl her age. If I would talk about all the cute moments in this anime, then I think this review would be half an hour long. So to only name one was the moment when she was walking on the white lines and she had to be careful of the sharks and then was singing that shark song. I just completely melted away. And there were even little details that were so cute, like the sound that her shoes would make when she walked. Seeing things like that makes me look forward to the day that I myself have kids. Now, I must say that I found Tsumugi to be a little spoiled. She would get things her way and she knew how to influence Kohei in doing so. But either way, Tsumugi was, together with Rin, the epiphany of cuteness. And as in Usagi Drop, I have to give major credit to the voice actress of Tsumugi, Rina Endo. To put up a performance like that when you're only 11 years old stays amazing. Now, this voice actress had a bit of an easier role than the voice actress of Rin, since Tsumugi was almost always happy, and Rin also had her serious and sadder moments. But still, that doesn't make her performance less amazing. Now, Tsumugi might have been happy and cheerful most of the time, and also the anime itself is happy and cheerful most of the time. But there were times that Sweetness and Lightning gave us a hit below the belt. This anime knew exactly what buttons it needed to press to invoke that sad feeling with its viewers. From time to time, Sweetness and Lightning would remind us of the sad fact that Tsumugi's mother had passed away. Tsumugi and Kohei were still trying to move on with their lives after her death, and that gave the anime a sad undertone at times. And seeing how the two were slowly climbing out of that dark time gave Sweetness and Lightning an extra layer on top of the cuteness. Something I was very happy not to see in this anime was an intended relationship between Kotori and Kohei, because there certainly was the possibility and the occasion to form a relationship between the two of them. I mean, a teacher who has just lost his wife starts hanging out with a student of his who can act as some kind of a mother figure to his daughter. You don't need more signs to tell us that a relationship between the two of them might be incoming. But luckily, there wasn't a single moment in Sweetness and Lightning where such a relationship was hinted towards. And I couldn't be happier about that. Remember the end of the manga of Usagi Drop? I think that makes my point. And a final positive point was that the color palette used in this anime fitted it perfectly. Fun, bright colors that elevated and emphasized the cuteness of Sweetness and Lightning. Just like in other sweet and cute animes like Usagi Drop and One Week Friends, soft but fun colors make such an anime that much more fun to watch. Combine that with the fun opening and ending songs and the picture was complete. Now for the negative section of this review, I only have two things to mention. First off is something that I said in my preview of the summer season. Next to a cute anime, Sweetness and Lightning was also an anime about cooking, and it had to compete against Food Wars that season. And it's difficult to even Food Wars when it comes to food dedication and focus. The dishes here were way simpler and also less explained in detail. And the second negative point is that I would have liked more development for Kotori. First off, it is clear that the hole that she has in her life is the absence of her mother. Now, her mother does appear all the way at the end of the anime, but I still felt that there was a shortage of development there. And there was also a shortage of development with Kotori's knife phobia. I really thought that she was going to get over that over the course of this anime, but she didn't. So it felt like the anime did very well with development on the whole in Kohei and Tsumogi's life, but fell short on filling up in that one of Kotori's life. So as a conclusion, Sweetness and Lightning was so sweet that it honestly felt like I was watching Usagi Drop again, and I love that anime to death. I'm good again for a while when it comes to raising my blood sugar levels. I truly enjoyed every second of this anime, and that's why I'm going to rate Amaama to Inazuma at 4.5 out of 5 stars. This was one of my favorite animes of the summer 2016 season, and it's a definite must watch for all those lovers of sweet animes out there. Best recommendation is the anime that I mentioned several times in this review, Usagi Drop, one of my personal all-time favorite animes. So sweet that I almost died whilst watching it. Another sweet anime is One Week Friends. More romantically sweet than children's sweet, but still sweet enough to make your heart melt. And a final recommendation is based on the food aspect of Sweetness and Lightning, and it's Kofuku Graffiti. This anime also has a food theme, but doesn't focus on it entirely and definitely doesn't go towards the high-end cooking like for instance Food Wars. And with that I conclude my review of Amaama to Inazuma. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. I will say arigatou gozaimasu, and I will see you all in the next video.